Hi, Denise here. I'm here today to do a wrap up. I've decided that in the year 2018, I'm going to try and do a weekly wrap up instead of a monthly wrap up so that I can actually review the books and tell you what they're about. Um, so here goes. I read like 5 books so far this year. The first one was Minnie Kim Vampire Girl First Kisses Sucks. By Ali Cross. This book is included in the Sigils and Spells book collection that you can get on Amazon for 99 cents for your Kindle. Um, Basically, we join Minnie. She has decided that tonight is going to be her first kiss, but instead of her first kiss, she gets bitten by a vampire and she becomes a vampire, and the book essentially tells you about her integration into the vampire community since it was against the rules for her to be created, but she is nonetheless vampire. So they've taken her in and are trying to teach her the ways, but at the same time she's having to deal with being a teenager and going to high school. The second book that I read was part of my TBR for the Empty Shelfie readathon. And the category is a book that you meant to read in 2017. The book that was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. It has a slow start, but once you get into it, it's a really great book. You see the relationship between Selena and Cole progress, and you see all the repercussions that has on their lives, and then you have a twist, and you see how that twist has changed everything, and we get to really get to know Selena finally, and we get a glimpse into what the Air of Fire is going to be about. I'm excited to continue the series. At this time, I'm not able to because I have so many books I have to read in January, but I look forward to reading it hopefully in February or March. The next book that I read was Woven by Bree Moore. This is an Arthurian legend retelling. It's very unique and very different from what I was expecting. When I went into it, I was like, yay, it's going to be about King Arthur. But the more that I read, the more confusing it got. Overall, it was a good book. I just don't feel like it really stayed true to how I imagine King Arthur's legend to be. There is reincarnation. It's just a lot of twists and turns, and just so that you know, if you decide to read this does have sexual abuse included in it. So I don't want you to be surprised like I was. I was just like, oh my god, I didn't know. If I had known, I probably would not have read the book. I would have passed it over. I'm going to adjust this. The next book I read was The Librarian by Christy Schultz. Oh my god, this so far is the best book I have read this year. This is about a girl whose grandmother passes away, so she has to go and take over for her grandmother as the librarian in her main community. But what she doesn't know until after her grandmother passes away is that she has the ability to go into books and view history, and any interaction that she has with the people that are in this book changes the past, and changes who this person is going to be. And she goes and she meets Jack, who she's supposed to review the life of and, chronicle and make sure that he becomes the man he's supposed to be. only hitches is she falls in love with him and he falls in love with her, and as you can imagine, chaos ensues. It is kind of like a supernatural because of the time traveling into the books. However, it is classified as, I believe, a historical romance. If you have the opportunity to pick this up, I recommend it. She did an amazing job with this book, and I know that she's making a second one, and I look forward to reading that. See what it's gonna do. The next thing is my currently read, or currently reading, and that is A Darker Shade of Me. This book is by S.L. Perrine. I haven't gotten very far into it, but this is following Ravana Moon from the Damsels of Distress anthology. This is the actual full book, and so far it's a really great book. Just warning, this is not a young adult book. This is definitely an adult book. So if you're a younger reader, do not read this. It is not appropriate for anyone that is 18 or under. So I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in, and if you like the video, please hit like down below. I will include my Goodreads link as well as my Twitter if you wanted to contact me and talk about any of the books mentioned here, or if you have any recommendations for me. So bye for now, and I hope to hear from you.